Good morning, good morning, good morning, Antigua and Barbuda and all our listeners and followers, wherever you may be. Welcome to today's tropical weather discussion from the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Service for today, Sunday, 22nd of September 2024. I am your meteorologist, Jaleel Jacobs, and we're going to go straight away into our 7-day outlook, and we see that there are 3 areas being monitored for potential development. This system here just in the Western Caribbean Sea, and we see that it has a red indication, meaning that it has a high chance of formation over the next 7 days. We see further into the Atlantic Ocean, the tropical Atlantic, we see there's an area that has about a 40 or 60% chance of formation, and then a small area here towards the southeast of Bermuda, and that has about a 10 to 20% chance of formation. I will take a closer look at these 3 systems with our satellite imagery, and we see the islands of the Eastern Caribbean right here in the middle of our satellite image. And first we're going to take a look at this. This is a low pressure system just to the northeast or northeast of the Caribbean, and we see it has a 20% chance of formation over the next 7 days. This system is going to struggle as this area is quite dry, and so the possibility of a weak short-lived tropical depression could form. However, it has a 20% chance for now over the next 7 days, and really wouldn't threaten any sort of lives. So we're just going to keep monitoring that one. We see there's a tropical wave that's about to move off of the western coast of Africa, and as it moves into this general area here, it's being monitored for possible development. Environmental conditions are slightly marginally conducive for further development, so this system has a 40% chance of formation over the next 7 days. In the Western Caribbean Sea, we see just south of Jamaica or north of the island Central America, we see that there's a broad area of disorganized activity associated with this low pressure system. Now, the environmental conditions across this area are generally conducive at the moment for further development. So we see that this system has been given a 70% chance of formation over the next 7 days. And once it moves towards the general northwest direction, it will go towards the Yucatan Peninsula, but we'll take a closer look at this system in the next slide. So we see here that again, Jamaica, Cuba, and this very broad area of disorganized thunderstorm activity that is taking place at the moment. Over the past few hours, Jamaica has been receiving a lot of heavy rainfall and thunderstorm activity, even to the southern tip of Cuba, all the way down to the northern portions of Colombia and Central America, Panama, and so on. So this system is being monitored. For now, it's very broad, but over the next 7 days, it is anticipated that this area will start to look a lot better and further develop. Now, once it has done that, it is forecasted to move towards the northwest, across the Yucatan Peninsula into the Gulf of Mexico, where even more development is expected of the system. So persons in this area here should continue to pay attention to their local weather services for updates as this system continues to show some sign of development throughout the next 7 days. Again, we're still in our heat wave, so the excessive heat warning has been extended to Wednesday, and again, a combination of high temperatures, relatively high humidity, and light winds will result in dangerously hot conditions. Heat index forecast to climb to as much as 41 degrees Celsius or higher, and this is likely to occur more in the late mornings, early afternoons, and so we're looking at a 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. again until Wednesday, where we will start to see the winds start to pick up a bit more. Pressure gradient will start to tighten a bit more, and so the winds should come back and we should start to experience some cooler conditions from about the middle of the week. So again, your impacts or the potential impacts of this excessive heat that we've been experiencing, heat exhaustion or heat stroke, know the symptoms, and so that you can act accordingly to prevent any loss of life or damage or any adverse effects of the heat. So again, we bring you some tips to beat the heat. Dress light, wear loose fitting clothing. You try as best to stay cool, stay in an air-conditioned area. Eat light, avoid hot food or heavy meals. Use sunscreen if you have to go out into the sun. To keep yourself protected. Take some time to cool down or take a cool shower. Stay hydrated. Water is best. It's not advised that we should avoid alcohol or liquids with large amounts of sugar. So water is best to stay hydrated with. Stay safe. Never leave pets, infants, or small children in parked cars. And most importantly, stay informed for information so that you know how to prevent or recognize or treat, if you're able to, heat-related illnesses. So the most important tip to beat the heat is to learn and stay informed. So Antigua and Barbuda, this afternoon will be partly cloudy conditions, 20% chance of showers, quick passing showers, local and locally heavy showers. As we could see last night, we had some locally heavy showers down in the western area, up to some rainfall estimates up to about 3 inches of rain by rainfall radar estimates. And so we're looking at a 70% chance this afternoon of some showers like last night, very localized small areas. Winds out of the south-southwest at 3 to 8 miles per hour. Tonight, fair to partly cloudy conditions, a 40% chance. Low, cool temperature tonight, 22 degrees Celsius or 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Tomorrow, partly cloudy conditions, 40% chance of showers. High temperature climbing back up to 35 degrees Celsius. Again, that excessive heat could make this temperature feel or make the area feel a lot hotter. So again, keep in mind how to keep yourself cool during this period. Winds are going to drop down to variable at 1 to 5 miles per hour. This means the winds are going to be so light that the winds are going to be coming from different directions or feel like it's coming from different directions. We have variable winds. Sometimes the winds will be even calm. So that will last till about Wednesday, where we start to see the pick back up of the wind speed. Sunrise time tomorrow, 5:56 a.m. Sunset time, 6:03 p.m. Now we are still in hurricane season. As we mentioned before, 3 systems being monitored for further development. So again, we're asking everyone to know your risk, stay prepared, don't get caught not being prepared. Understand the forecast information, get moving when the storm threatens if you need to. Stay protected during storms, use caution after storms because impacts of storms last beyond the passage of the storm, and take action today. If your kits need updating, take action today and don't wait until it's too late. Understanding your forecast information, rely on information from your local weather office. Us here at Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Service. You can check our website or stay tuned to our Facebook and our YouTube for updates. Know your alerts and the difference between watches and warnings. Focus on potential impacts. Don't focus on the storm size or what category the storm is. Stay focused on the potential impacts. Understand the impacts of storms. And we will be here to assist you in understanding the impacts of these storms. And know that deadly hazards occur well outside of the forecast cone. So again, pay no attention to where the forecast cone is or where the forecast cone is going, because deadly hazards can occur well outside of that area. And we will bring you that information once we receive that information or once we would have made our analysis. So stay tuned, most importantly, to us here at the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Service, and we will bring you that information. So we are still in the hurricane season, and we've been through about 6 or 7 of the hurricane names so far, and the next names on the list are Helene and Isaac. And so if these systems that we were monitoring were to develop, they will take the name of Helene and Isaac. So if you recall, Hurricane Beryl made it to a category 5. We had about 3 tropical storms and 3 more hurricanes, category 1 and 2 category 2s. So we will stay focused on further development of the systems that will probably take the name of Helene and Isaac. So thank you again for joining me today at the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Service. Continue to follow us, share us, so that everyone else can stay informed. Facebook, YouTube, and X, Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Service. Call our hotline, 463-4638, and our website, antiguamet.com, where we make updates every day. and bring you the most timely information. So once again, have a great Sunday, and thanks for joining us.